How do you create a career backup plan? Well, first of all, let's talk about the fact that you need one. I don't care who you are or how far along you are in your career, you need a career backup plan. Many times I've seen people who have been in their job for 25 years or so, same company, never even thought about having another job, and then they get laid off. That's pretty scary, and it's not fun to watch. The person's shocked, they have no idea what else to do, and they haven't even thought about looking externally. You don't want to get caught without a backup plan. So here's how to create one. So the first thing you want to do is put together a list of your skills. Kind of take an inventory. Then think about what are the types of problems or opportunities you can help a company solve for. And put that together and kind of put that aside a little bit. And now we're going to move into research. So for research, one thing I would do is start by just kind of looking at some job descriptions and seeing if they're calling for the skills that you have that are on your list or the majority of the skills. You don't have to have every skill on a job description, just a good majority of them. You can look at people's LinkedIn profiles and see what they're doing, see if there's some interesting jobs that other people are doing, and find out what skills are needed for that. And then finally, the best part of the research is to talk with people. Think about your friends, people who love their job. What are they doing? What does it take to do that job? What are the skills needed? And start to really find out. And I think what you're going to find out is that you have a lot more options than you think. People make career transitions all the time. And by being confident in their skill set and knowing that they can bring that to another job, that's kind of the attitude you're going to need to have in making that transition. But most transitions are also going to come through networking, not by just applying to an online job board. They kind of want a round peg in a round hole. So instead, by doing this research with your network, you're kind of planting the seed too that you're considering making a move at some point and getting some really great information. So it's a great way to start and plant seeds in talking with your network. So once you start to zero in on certain things that might be of interest to you and you know what it takes to do those roles, then you can start working on your branding and positioning. The branding and positioning is how you're telling your story. And that story can be how you're telling it verbally, just in a conversation with people, or how you're telling it on your resume and a LinkedIn profile. Just like marketing a product, you can kind of tweak the story and tweak the message depending on the audience. It's very similar with yourself in a job search. You can talk about the set of skills that relates to the job that you're going for. And that's how you're positioning it. You don't have to put your entire list of skills, just the ones that are relevant to the job that you're going for. And that's the branding and positioning. So then you can also work on your LinkedIn profile and start to highlight where you have the skills needed for this other job. Okay, so now you've done your branding and positioning, you've got some ideas of other things you want to do, and maybe, this is a career backup plan, so it doesn't mean you're going to move today. So what should you be doing in the meantime with your career backup plan? Well, one thing is stay marketable. That means staying current, continuing to build your skills, continue your education and learning. And I don't mean go back and get another degree. I just mean take some professional development courses so that you can show on your resume that you're willing to learn. And that's another good thing when you're in a career transition, if you're changing functions or changing industries, is being able to say, hey, I can pick this stuff up quick. I've done it before. I've switched industries before, or what have you. Or, I just took a course in this new technology. I just learned how to do this other thing. So that they're seeing that not only can you learn, but you're willing to learn. So that will help keep you marketable. So also with the world of AI, I think everyone's trying to get a grip on what this is and what this means. And I don't think anyone's truly an expert on it yet. So start to, get to know some of the tools, get to know the language, Get to know what people are talking about so you can seem current, because that's going to be a big part of wherever you're going to go here. And as a matter of fact, that might be the impetus as to why you need a career backup plan. So think about professional development courses, think about certifications. LinkedIn Learning has a lot of stuff, and then you can kind of put that on your LinkedIn profile that people will be able to see and you can highlight, and it works really, really well. The next thing you need to do is activate your network. Don't wait until you need your network. You should always be networking. And networking is really just connecting with people. It's not about selling yourself. It's not about asking for favors. It's just keeping up with people. Maybe the networking at this point is just helping other people. Hey, what are you up to? Can I help? I noticed you're in a job search. Anything I can help you with? And, just making those connections, but having as many conversations as you can and keeping that network alive is going to be so much better for the time when you do need them. And anytime you're making a, transition of industry or function, networking is going to be the best place to get the job. The job boards are really going to be looking for a round peg in a round hole. And to be honest, not too many people are a round peg in a round hole. And anyway, 75% of jobs are gotten through networking. So keep that network active and open. And those are the things that can help you create your career backup plan. So number one, you should have one. Number two, understand what skills you bring to the table. Number three, do the research and see what interesting things are out there. What are the options? I think there'll be more than you think. Then it's staying current. Increase your marketability through more education, professional development, certifications, building skills on the job. And then finally, activating and keeping that network going.